There is just so much here. I mean, this is by far the most extensive collection you could possibly find of Greek artifacts. Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 here in our Athens trip. It's about like 9 a.m. right now. We are getting ready to head out. We're gonna grab some breakfast and just kind of plan our day. I've been trying to upload the vlog all morning. Internet speeds super slow. I've yet to find somewhere in Europe entirely yet that has decently speeded internet. So I think it's just because it's not like a business kind of internet thing, but we're making do. So step 1 for this morning is let's try to find some breakfast just to get ourselves going this morning. So probably gonna head back over to some of the areas we've been familiar with already. Can't talk this morning, just too excited. So while we're heading to a breakfast joint, I will explain to you kind of like what our plan is today. And so yesterday we went to the Parthenon. If you didn't see that, make sure you check out yesterday's vlog. But we are gonna try to make our way to the National Archaeological Museum. It actually has the most Greek artifacts than any other archaeological or just historical museum in the world. So that should be kind of cool. Hopefully we have to cover a lot of ground in the city, so we'll show you some sights. The archaeological museum is actually on the complete opposite side of town from where we have been and where the Parthenon is and things like that. So we're probably gonna go there first, just so we get like the long voyage out of the way, and then we'll come back. Got some water this time, not a little dry yesterday, and we got our little like ham and cheese croissant guy, and they're bringing us some coffees. So something we totally forgot to tell you guys as we were remembering from breakfast is when we actually flew into Athens from Switzerland at like the middle of the night, it's like 3 in the morning, we got in a cab and our cab driver handed us this little tablet and he said like, pick your music, like what music you want to listen to, and we were like, no, it's fine, like whatever you want to listen to, and he insisted that we actually pick something. So he opened YouTube and I was tempted to pull up my channel, but I actually pulled up a playlist for 21 Pilots, and we pretty much listened to the entire Blurryface album. And it was only the day after we got here that we just learned about 21 Pilots' feat, which is they're one of 3 bands that have ever made 2 songs in the top like Billboard 100 songs with Elvis and the Beatles, which is huge. And we just walked by another restaurant and it was actually playing a 21 Pilots song on the radio, which is just so funny. Like, we've seen them live. We would 100% see them again. If you don't know who 21 Pilots is, go just search them right now on like Spotify or whatever. So good. But just thought that was so funny. This cab driver blared the music, blared out loud for like pretty much blew his speakers. But it was just so funny because then when he heard like one particular song, he was like, oh, I know them. Clarification. Allison wanted me to clarify. The feat that they accomplished was 2 songs in the top 5 of the Billboard Top 100. That's never happened before.
Impressive.
Very, very impressive. And not surprised. Totally not surprised after we saw them.
No.
Such a good band.
It's a checkpoint.
Alright, so we made it to the National Archaeological Museum. We're getting ready to head in right now and see what this place is all about. always like came through my head as like, this is like a 4,000-year-old statue, and what would someone like that long ago like and contribute to art? What about it would make someone be able to sculpt a depiction like that? And then 2,000 years later, it looks like literally a mold of a human, like it's perfectly depicted. I mean, obviously there's advancements in technology that would allow people to do that, but just from like an art perspective, that just always like struck me, like, is art something that advances like technology too? I mean, I don't know enough about art to make a honest opinion about that, but that always just struck me as really, really awesome. By far the most extensive collection you could possibly find of Greek artifacts. Holy cow. Alright, we are heading out. We've been here for probably about like 3 hours, 2.5 hours. So when you're coming here to the National Archaeological Museum, be sure to account for at least that much time. There's just so much to see here. There's so many artifacts. And there were some sections that we just kind of started to like breeze through. So this could be a full day thing for you guys if you really were into it. We have a few more places that we want to go, but right now I think we're gonna look to maybe get some lunch and then also head back to our apartment. So just walking right now, trying to find somewhere to go to lunch, and there's all these beautiful churches around everywhere. It's so beautiful, and the streets are so walkable. They have these like pedways where there's no cars allowed, well, besides the obviously few that come and park in here, but it's just for foot traffic, and it goes all the way down and around even the Parthenon and things like that. So nice that they do that. So we just got back home. We had some burgers and like some coffees and stuff like that for lunch. It was super good. We're gonna be producing a video in the very near future. We're probably not gonna post it until like towards the end of our trip, but we're actually gonna be sitting down and like having some conversations about what are our top tips for traveling to Athens. We were in Zurich for so little time. I'm not sure I'm gonna actually have tips, but since we're here in Athens for a few days, we definitely have some stuff, so be on the lookout for that. What we're dealing with right now though, and I'm hoping by the time you're seeing this, it's resolved, but right now, I ended a editing cycle at about like 1:30 in the morning last night, local time. So 8 hours difference for you guys, you know, you're late evening. So I've been trying to upload ever since then, and it's currently 2:45 p.m. here in Athens, Greece, and we are at 65% upload. So like the download speeds are decent here, but the upload speeds are absolutely terrible. So just be mindful of that when you're traveling. I'm trying my best to get this to you guys. So in the States right now, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. So normally my vlogs are posted for you guys. This one is gonna be a little late, and I just wanted to apologize, but we're gonna do our best to get this posted for you just as soon as possible. Today, just to give you an idea of what our day looks like, is we were out, like went to the museum this morning, walked around a bunch, got some lunch, came back, and now I was gonna answer some of your comments and messages and things like that right now. Allison and I are gonna get cleaned up, and then we're gonna go out again tonight. We might do some sightseeing, we might go to some food and some bars and stuff like that just to check that out before we go. But then tonight, we actually have to head back to the airport at 2:30 in the morning. So we have to get there like 2:33 in the morning because we have a 5 a.m. flight. So it's about 45 minutes to the airport. We have to check a bag and do some things like that. So we just want to have ample time. But this is so much fun. Just like living just for a little bit, like 2 weeks of a travel vlogger and understanding some of those struggles. I just wanted to communicate that to you guys because it really helps me prioritize my passion. And this in the least bit doesn't bother me. And I feel like some people get kind of snagged on this and stuff, and it's a lot of extra logistics, but like I absolutely love sharing my stories with you guys. So thank you so much for all of your love and support through your views and your comments. I just wanted to take a moment to recognize that. All right guys, we just got freshened up, kind of hanging out, still working on that upload for you. Every single time we come down here, there is a flower shop right here, and the smell of like the greenery and the flowers is almost intoxicating. It's so good. I could just bottle that smell and keep it on my person forever. That would make me a happy man. We've been down and around the city so many times now that it almost doesn't feel like I'm on vacation anymore, especially because we're staying in an Airbnb, like an apartment. We've been like familiar with the area now. It just kind of feels like, hey, we're just going to dinner. The temperature right now, I don't know if you can hear like the little breeze on the like camera, but it is gorgeous. It is like 87 degrees out, but a little breeze. It's just gorgeous. You know what else is gorgeous? Hey girl, hey. The streets are so beautiful here. We just start walking around, just kind of killing time. Not a bad way. Alright, found a cozy little spot here to get some refreshments. Alright, so this place wins for being the most diversified restaurant ever. They've got a menu in Greek, British English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, and the list goes on. I think that's like Turkish. It's pretty diverse up in here. A little spanakopita with some fresh tzatziki and a little bit of bread. Starting it off right.
Smells so good.
So good. We had a nice little snack there. We're gonna go ahead and head out to our next spot. We're gonna look for another spot just like that. Maybe get some more wine, maybe some dessert. I wanted to kind of point something out too. In all of Athens, which is like really cool, there are these little spots where they refuse to build anything because they're actually ruins right there that were remaining, or maybe at one point knocked over, but then they righted them. Just kind of cool, because then like there's all these little spots in all the city where there's nothing built. how can you resist a sunset like that? I mean, took a slight detour from our next drink and dessert, but I think it was worth it, right?
Yep.
Let's go get a drink. Oh, he sees you now. What are you gonna do?
I make international kitty friends.
Sure. We managed to walk ourselves almost completely to the other side of Athens. There's a beautiful view. I don't know if you can even see it on here, but that right there is the Parthenon. So we got a really good view. The sea is just over these buildings. We can't see it. But we have an awesome view. I've got an awesome view right here. Ordered some wine and some, what's it, like a cold cut platter, and we'll see what happens. Allison bending down in the middle of the restaurant, petting multiple cats. This is our life. Oh my. You're cheating on our cats. So what do you have to say for yourself?
It was really cute.
You're addicted to the cats.
I am. I said bye to the other one, and it like sniffed my hand. I didn't pet that one, but it sniffed my finger.
How do you feel that you just cheated on your babies?
I didn't cheat on the babies.
Just like you did in Thailand with that other black cat.
That was a cute kitten. But no, I'm making international friends for them. So if one day they want to travel, they got places to stay.
Sure. Not gonna lie, the night markets on Athens are pretty awesome. I don't know where all these people come from, but people come out of the woodwork for this stuff. Yep, I think that's gonna do. Allison's already in there. Hey, get back here. What's the word?
I don't know. That looks kind of good, but I don't know.
All right, this is a Greek take on apple pie. And then I don't know what this is, but it looks amazing, so we're getting it. All right, guys, we got our desserts, we got our leftovers from dinner. We're heading back to our apartment now. We're actually gonna be back with you here in just a little bit. We have to get a cab at about 2:30 in the morning, so to head back to the airport because we're going on to Santorini. So if this was the museum in walking leg, Santorini is gonna be the adventure. So thank you very much for sticking with us. Please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye! Alright, I think this is us right here. Oh boy, oh boy.